What's up, y'all, and welcome to our very first episode of Acme News, the home of the anvils and kablooies. I am animator and graphic artist Donzilla.
And I am a podcaster who really loves cartoons, Miles Tales. You know how much I love cartoons?
Nah, my man.
I love cartoons more than SpongeBob loves Krabby Patties. And that's more than the actual creator of the Krabby Patty, Mr. Krabs himself.
All day.
Today is Saturday, June 6th, and our first story is a Disney Plus joint.
Oh, nice. Let's get into it.
All right, Disney Plus has released a series of 10 shorts. You know, they're 10 shorts. They dialogue free, they're music free, and they feature the sights and sounds of their past movies. One of the episodes that was released was called Water, right? And it's a feature where you explore the landscapes of the sea with characters Moana, Ariel, and Elsa. They called in sound editor Shannon Mills, who, if you don't know this guy, you should, because he's been on everything.
Oh my God.
Everything. And he's been brought in for additional sound design in order to give the viewer a more immersive experience.
Yeah, of course. I was checking out an episode the other night, man. It was beautiful. Like, I had never noticed what was it, the waterfall? It was a waterfall that was falling. And I was like, was that sound there before? I don't remember. It was very it was immersive, extremely immersive.
So my guy did his job. And he says here, it takes a little extra work from us to create that sense of space. We create every little sound, from the sound of setting a glass down to a robot flying through the air. It all has to be placed there. It's a process called Foley.
Foley, yeah. I've been hearing about that.
Yeah, these guys, they walk into a sound room full of trash and they just make the noises of what's going on the screen using the trash. It's actually kind of cool to see.
It's a remarkable profession, I have to say. And I just could never imagine even finding that on Craigslist.
You never would.
Yeah.
You never would.
It's crazy.
Yeah, no, these guys have to go to school, and they don't have to go to school, but they're working for all this stuff, and they go to play with trash sometimes, and it's really fucking cool.
Well, since we're on the topic of classics here, King features the type of animation icon Gendy Tartakovsky, creator of shows such as Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack.
Our entire childhood.
Crazy. He's even released a new show called Primal. It's a full-length movie. It's amazing. Check that out. He's actually tapped him for a new animated film for Popeye. Like, I could not imagine seeing Tartakovsky's work in a Popeye style, but seeing that he's has such crazy success with Transylvania, I could see it translating pretty well. But he's just now recently picking back up the whole, the film, because he didn't think that the studio would be ready for it. But now that the success of Transylvania has literally top charts, and he's created a new series that's coming out 2021. he's back on the wagon and starting on the animation for Popeye all over again. Yeah, it's pretty sick, man. And he's also tapped a writer for Ratchet and Clank, TJ Fixman.
Oh, that should be good.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank had a lot of funny stuff in it, good stories. Yeah, that should be excellent.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. And Adam Sandler and Selena Gomez, they're both confirmed for the stuff all over again too, for Transylvania as well. So he's getting a lot of major success in animation altogether. I'm so glad that you never left. I just say that you stay molding childhoods, and I appreciate you.
Hotel Transylvania has 4 films and a series. You don't see that kind of success with any franchise.
Not at all. Not at all.
Very rare, anyway.
Cool. I mean, Dan Harmon's been trying to do that for years.
Oh, poor Dan.
I'm so sorry.
Poor Dan. Well, we've got some Kingdom Hearts news.
Really?
Yeah, it's a great game, great video game. Lots of cool graphics. You get to play as Sora, and you hang out with Mickey and Goofy and Donald, and you go off on different adventures.
Hey, all right. I understand. It's a video game. This is an animation broadcast, dude. What are we talking about Kingdom Hearts for?
Oh, yeah, no, they're getting a series. Square Enix is actually working with Unreal. With the Unreal Engine. I'm sorry, that was a brain fart on my part. They're working with the Unreal Engine in order to develop this fully 3D CG world of Disney and Square Enix, and they're going to call it Kingdom Hearts. Of course, that's what they're going to call it.
Of course.
But Kingdom Hearts as a game, it has so much story to play with. You know, you have time travel, you have magic, you have every single just about every single Disney property that you can jump in and out of. For them to make this into a series, to really have time to stretch the taffy, to tell a good story.
I have to say, like, this is, I mean, we don't have too much information about the show, but I do have to say that the Unreal Engine is remarkable. It's an amazing engine to be sitting there and creating graphics on, like, the hairs. I can only imagine the hairs on, like, Mickey and Goofy and the feathers on Donald. Like, I wonder how much detail they're going to actually put into this series. If it's going to be a one-off thing.
The rendering time. Holy shit.
Oh, my God. Jesus. Yeah. It's crazy.
I'm really, like, this is, I hope they don't drop the ball. That's it. Just don't drop the ball on this one. You can't drop the ball.
It's going to be in good hands. It's not like it's going to be an Americanized Kingdom Hearts, bro. Like, it's, I don't even know. Do you know? Would you happen to know who's producing this or anything at all?
Well, Disney and Square Enix are the two. Well, sorry, I won't even say that. The way that I read it was that Square Enix is working with Unreal to put this together with the permission of Disney.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's staying with the parents. It's staying with the people that invented it, that wrote it, that love it. You know, it shouldn't be a bad thing.
Word.
Things are looking up in the cartoon world for video games.
Word up.
So,
well, that's what's up, man.
That's what we're going to do. F is for Family is in the news.
No shit.
Yes.
Okay.
The new season will be released. When is it, June 12th? Yeah, June 12th.
Nice.
It's a great show. If you haven't seen it, I recommend it.
No, this is that show that Bill Burr is pretty much running.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And it's also interesting because I've been hearing a lot about Jonathan Banks hopping in for that. Like, that would be crazy for them to have the whole Breaking Bad cast on F is for Family at some point in time.
That, like, you know, just have crap. I can't remember his name right now. You know the main character. Bob Odenkirk. Ooh, that would be perfect.
Bob Odenkirk or like Bryan Cranston?
Bryan Cranston.
Right.
They're both very funny people. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure they will be able to take that show up.
Bryan Cranston. Oh my God, yes.
I mean, not to take anything away from F is for Family by itself. I mean, Bill Burr, you are doing the Lord's work with that show. I promise you. But with the addition of Jonathan Banks, who knows where it can go? He has this really dry delivery. Even on Breaking Bad, he was a funny guy. There were times that he was pretty funny, like his reaction to things, just the way he said things. There is no confirmation on this, but I'd imagine he's probably going to play Bill's father, maybe, or maybe an uncle or something.
He sounds old, so he might be old in the show.
He's definitely going to be old in the show. Or even better, a new boss for Frank's boss. Maybe, maybe. But yeah, coming out June 12th, you only have to wait a few more days.
Nice.
I'm watching it in one weekend.
I'll check it out. I have actually never watched an episode. Now that I'm knowing that Bill Burr is running this, I might check it out. Well, in other news, HBO Max has already been released May 27th. Yeah, dude, and I was just checking it out, man. It had Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Boondocks, Robot Chicken, all types of other stuff on there. But you will never believe that they have the complete Studio Ghibli movie collection on.
Holy crap.
Yes, bro.
That's, whoa.
Everything. And, like, I don't even go off the names. You know those names. You know them. Check them out. HBO Max is crazy. But speaking of Studio Ghibli,
I'm gonna have to get on that Kiki.
The Kiki.
Kiki's
Kiki is the truth, man. The Kiki is really the truth. But look, speaking of Ghibli though,
All right.
co-founder and genius Hayao Miyazaki is working on a new film, but I wouldn't expect it anytime soon. And the reason why is because it takes a whole month to animate one minute.
Jesus Christ. I'm so fucking impatient. Like,
look, I'm an animator and I'm impatient. You know, it's like it's already an intimidating process, let alone taking a whole month for a minute.
A whole month for a minute is hand drawn, so it's gonna be absolutely gorgeous.
Usually though, like I use programs like Adobe Animate or like TV Paint or something like that, and those are all hand drawn. Every single one of those, you know. So I just don't understand how much more hand drawn do you need it to be. I don't get it.
What if he's? I was actually wondering about that. I was wondering if he's drawing the background and the characters in the same, in the same frame instead of layering them like they usually do.
Oh man, I mean that's a lot of keyframing though. That's a lot of keyframing for one minute.
And then is it one
It's
minute?
a lot of floral shots too, like getting like, grass moving the right way or like a flower like floating in the breeze.
And is that 1 minute from beginning to end, or is that 1 month
That's, bro.
of him just drawing?
If we could pull up the GIF of Ghibli, there's an animation of there's a compilation of every food scene, like getting chopped up, like and it looked real. It looked real, like it just cartoon food, but it looked like I could eat that, And
he's pretty detailed, yeah.
Yeah, it's really detailed. So I could only imagine how much time that takes. I'll sit there and watch it and watch it with detail. Look at the details, man. It's just so smooth. Everything is so smooth, and it's accurate as fuck. And yeah, so that is sick, man. So that means 12 minutes in a year you waiting. If they've been doing an hour and a half, you're gonna be waiting for a long time. But it's supposed to be done in about 3 years, so we'll be good. So that means what? 48 minutes? A 48-minute movie, bro. But okay, hey, that's something though. I appreciate it.
3 years. I haven't had to wait that long since I feel like I haven't had to wait that long since like the Avengers movies or something like that. It took 2 years. Did it take 1 or 2 years in between the first? It's a really long time. I feel like I'm not gonna be able to survive until then.
Yeah, I could, man. But it's really
Just waiting.
dope, though. It's extremely dope that HBO is literally, what's the word? Is literally like servicing us with, the Studio Ghibli. Like it's hard to find them as it is, and now we got it all in one source. But along with HBO Max, Looney Tunes. Yes, Looney Tunes has dropped some shorts, man. If you haven't checked those out, check them out. There's a full episode on YouTube. Get to it. Like we'll probably leave the link at the bottom of this video. But they catered to the generation that it was created in. Like every style, I'm talking about the manic storytelling, the voice acting, the characteristics, the style, like the exaggerated, features, everything. Like they captured the essence of cartooning the right way, bro, and it's beautifully done, and I appreciate all the animators and every colored artist and everybody that have participated in that.
If you've ever watched a Bugs Bunny cartoon, you will appreciate these new shorts. It just goes back to form. We're talking slapstick comedy. It's not story driven. These are self-contained.
Really small, you know what I'm saying?
They're
like straight
bite-sized.
to the point A, point B, and that's the end of the episode. Next episode, something different. Like that's exactly what it should be like. I mean,
Exactly.
You don't put Bugs Bunny in a house and make him seem like he's the shit because everybody believes that he's the shit. Like
He was a star. He was a TV star or something like that, right? No, that's stuff
like
Bugs
you
Bunny.
don't do that. Which was a good show. It was a good show. The Looney Tunes show was a good show, but still, like I miss the old essence of Looney Tunes, Merry Melodies, and it's beautiful.
It was definitely refreshing.
Oh,
yeah, good on you, Warner. Good on you, Merry Melodies. The last thing before we go, there's a new show on Apple TV. It's called Central Park. Apparently, this is probably the best show on Apple TV.
I've actually never heard of the Central Park.
Really, it's from the same guys who brought you Bob's Burgers.
Oh, no shit.
And it's a little bit more musical than Bob's Burger was, but it may not be, I guess people cringe at musicals. Like, oh, it's a musical, yeah. You don't want to see that.
Musical cartoon?
It's a musical, musical cartoon. So it's gonna be, but it's good and it's out right now. So while you're waiting for F is for Family, check out Central Park. If you like Bob's Burgers, check out Central Park.
Word up.
I haven't watched it yet, but you know what? I will.
All right. So then, how do you have an opinion on if it's good or not?
Oh well, I mean, it's supposed to be the best show.
We'll be right back.
I've read all the stuff that I said was just like written there.
It's written right there.
It's written right there.
Yeah,
Best show on Apple TV right now.
All right, hey, fuck it. Well, that concludes our episode for this morning. Thank you guys for all the views and everything. I already know you watching. I'm just making the assumption that we already have a lot of followers. So, thank you guys. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet.
All four of you, please subscribe. 4,000. If you've made it this far, then you've obviously like hearing what we have to say. So, why not give us a like, a subscribe, leave a comment, tell us what your favorite breakfast cereal is. If you like
and
breakfast
we'll
cereal.
eat it on the show. I'll eat it.
You can go for it, man. There's some pretty gross cereals out there.
I'm down to try some gross cereals Saturday mornings, man. It's just, Saturday mornings, that's when it is. That's when it is, man. But, again, I am Domzilla.
I'm Miles Tales.
And this has been Acme News, man. Thank y'all for watching. Have a good morning.